Just like many of you, my whole entire life I've been living
against the odds. More than ever in my life I am focused, serving hope to the hopeless, while living against the odds. I'm from the mud, the dirt of society, and that created this driving me to help the whole world that's living against the odds. I know some of you are struggling and probably pissed at God. I was too, but I realized nothing happened to me, it happened for me. Here to tell the story of everyone that's living against the odds. My parents did the best they could, but I felt like I wasn't loved in my childhood. Made bad decisions which paved the way, but I had to go through it to grow through it so I can serve the world today. Suffered anxiety and drug abuse, mentally not right, a couple screws were loose and still are, but I learned how to handle it. Realized I'll never get rid of it, so I had to channel it for good. I'll always be an addict, but now I am addicted to all this hope I give to you. Yo, I'm living proof that if you change your mind, you can change your life. Rest in peace to the old me, cause he had to die. I am redeemed, sober, recovered, clean. I ain't give it up, just had to switch it up the way I fiend. Now I fiend for the opposite on a positive level. Two middle fingers up, looking at the devil. What's up? Against the odds.
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Let's see who's on this morning. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning, Davin. Good morning, Mrs. McPherson. I do not want to mess up your first name, so I'm just going to call you Miss McPherson. I want to say it's Ione, but I'm not 100% sure. My boy Richie Whaley told me how to say it, and I forgot. My apologies, and good morning to you, Mrs. McPherson. I appreciate you and your view. Thank you for showing up. Good morning, Amanda. What's up, Amanda? How are you this morning? Thank you for reaching out to me last night. We're going to be giving Amanda a Bible this morning, everybody. I got Amanda's address. Amanda hit me up last night, asked me if we were giving out Bibles, and I said, absolutely. And she said, I'll see you on the live in the morning, and there she is. Amanda, good morning to you. We appreciate you showing up this morning. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for showing up. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Do me a huge favor, right? A huge favor this morning. If you haven't, please share this live on your page. Share this live in some recovery groups. Today, we're going to be talking about fighting the good fight. We're going to be talking about mounting up. We're going to be talking about warriors, battle. This is what we do on a daily basis for those of us that have came from the darkness and now live in the light. We know that each day that we wake up, there is an enemy out there. He's real. He wants to steal and destroy us from the purpose that God has called us to do. This calling is not for the weak. Thank you all for showing up this morning. It's not for the weak. It takes strength to be committed and to be consistent. It does. That strength comes from the ultimate power, God Almighty. Without God, we would not be able to do the things we do. I wouldn't be able to stand here with you and put my fist up and fight the demons away. I wouldn't be able to do that if God didn't pull me out and say, hey, man, I got a better life for you. And I got a better life for other people too, right? We got to stop sleeping on ourselves. We got to stop looking at our past and letting that dictate our future, right? Look at that past and let that define some purpose in your life. Let those scars, those trenches, those pains that you've endured, feel that pain. Allow that to drive you to do something different, today. Live a different life today. Man, good morning, good morning, good morning. I appreciate you guys showing up. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Tasha. Good morning, Drew. What's up, brother? Good chat this morning. I appreciate you so much, my friend. You have no idea. Drew Hicks, everybody. a good friend of mine. I met him through social media. He speaks life into me. He tells me what I don't want to hear, and he tells me things that I need to hear, right? I look up to what this man has done and is doing on social media. He leads with compassion and love. He keeps God first and foremost. If you haven't followed his page, Clean and Sober by Drew Hicks. He has a group and a page. Go hit that up. Go hit that up this morning, y'all. He's on fire. He really is. He's doing the deal. He is an inspiration to many people. And there's a lot of people that follow that brother because he's out there doing the deal, throwing up his fist on a daily basis, blasting demons out. That's what we're doing over here. God has saved our lives. God has given us purpose. God has given us strength to put up these, but not to fight what we used to fight. We used to fight ourselves, and we used to fight good. Now we fight for good, against what we used to promote. We advocate against the BS that we used to influence. If that's not the power of God, I don't know what is. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I went on that tangent. What's up, Scott? How are you this morning? I appreciate you showing up, man. God bless you, brother. Good morning to my family and friends. It's a blessing for me to be here this morning. 1 month clean today. Amen. Praise God, right? Amen. Give that brother some love. Scott, 1 month clean. Congratulations, Scott. I would love to share your testimony and your story on this page. Please reach out to me. Let's get that story of hope out into the world so people can see that people can change, that God is real, that there is a God out there that loves each and every one of us. So why would he save me and not her? All of the bad stuff I've done in life, God calls us. He calls us outcasts out of that mess, so we can stand with him and fight the good fight. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me check my phone real quick because I'm on both right now. I just want to make sure that we're getting everybody. I don't like missing anybody on these good morning lives. That's for darn sure. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry about that. Jamie, good morning. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. Congratulations, Scott, Jamie says. Scott, this is for you, brother. It only gets better. Keep going, brother. Don't give up on yourself ever. Understand that just because we take out the drugs and the alcohol of our life, right? Just because we take those things outside of ourselves, that doesn't mean that life is just going to get grand and we won't have life on life's terms. Things will still happen. We have to be vigilant. We are in a fight today for our lives. We are in a fight today for our lives. You, Scott, are in a fight today for your life. Every day we wake up, we have to prepare for this battle that we endure. We choose to take a road, a new road. We are going to be attacked by the enemy and ourselves. We can be our own worst enemy. We can. The devil likes to attack us in our own minds. It's real slick how he does it. So if you've been battling, struggling, right? Things that you can't control and it's all up in your head, pray. Tell the devil to flee from you. Pray. Reach out to God. God's the ultimate strength. Pray if you've been inside your head and beating yourself up. Pray, 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 pray. Then go help someone else. Go do something for someone else. If you're stuck on poor me, or why did this happen to me, or anything that's battling inside your head that you just can't get out of, go help someone else and pray that God shows you his purpose for your life. The enemy is a liar, that's for sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful morning. Good morning to Mike Tapanilla, my boy. What's up, brother? It's good to see you this morning. Got to start the day off positive. We are in a fight for our lives. This ain't no joke. That's why we do this every day. We get on here every morning and we start sharing and we start talking. And the day before, we might have went to a service. We might have went to a meeting, but things happen in our lives. And then I get to come on here and share what happens in my life the day before, right? And my insights on how I lived that day before. I'm not perfect. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. I'm not perfect. Don't look to me to save your life. I can't save your life. I can reach out my hand and help you get to the ultimate person that can save your life. But you got to grab your life back. You got to surrender. I can't do that for you. You got to grab your life back. You got to hit your knees. You got to cry out to God. You got to admit complete defeat. And when that happens, God comes in. He starts to do some things in our lives that, man, we just never knew, never dreamed that it would be possible. I am not joking. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you, Mike. Mike, hello. Shout out to Mike. What's up, brother? Proud of you. Keep doing the deal. Yeah, we got that. We're getting some comments on here. But I'm just checking to see if they're in time, right? I just don't want to miss none of you guys. I'm on StreamYard. The comments show up on the left here, but I got my phone here, so I get to see when you guys pop on, so I can definitely give you that good morning shout out, because that's important, man. It's good to say good morning to somebody. If that's something that you don't do, like you don't smile at people, you don't say good morning, that's something that you can do to get outside of yourself. Tell someone to have a good day today. Smile. Ask someone how they're doing today. Those little practices can get us outside of our heads and outside of ourself. Those things can help us to fight another day when we're attacking ourselves. Man, we can be our own worst enemy. We can. I talk to people a lot. And a lot of the times that we discuss things, we come to the conclusion that, a lot of it is inside of our head and it's outside of our control, and that we just need to relax and we just need to trust. Because I remember way back when I hit my knees and I cried out to God because I needed him. I was broken. I was hopeless. I don't forget about that, because I know I can go right back there if I don't stay vigilant and stay aggressive in this fight for my life, aka recovery, which is a fight for our lives. What's nice is we together can stand with each other. And the demons that came at me might come at you. And when you share these demons, I might be able to help you with my experience. And we might be able to blast one off, blast another one off. We shake them off our backs, but we do this together. This is not I thing. You have to make that decision. Then we come alongside and we help and we encourage and we support and we guide. Ultimately, we guide to God. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. One of those steps talks about addiction. The rest of them talk about how to get closer to God, how to get right with God, how to become a spiritual person. For real, man. Let's keep it real and talk about what needs to be talked about, because we are in a fight for our lives. We are in a fight every day. I am not playing games. It is no joke. How many times are you going to wake up, tell yourself that you're going to do something different, and then go do the same thing? This can happen to me in recovery as well. I can say I'm going to do things differently in my life and treat certain people differently in my life. I can say I'm going to have more patience with certain somethings, children. And then when the opportunity arises, I have the choice. A lot of the times I go right back to what I'm trying to avoid instantly. It don't matter how long we got. These things crop up. We have to be aware of our surroundings, our situations, ourselves. That's why we do inventories. That's why we self-examine. That's why we live a new way and we don't worry about perfection, because we know if we're worried about being perfect, we will fall on our face. We are absolutely perfect in all of our brokenness. We are absolutely perfect in all of our brokenness. God loves us just the way we are. Just the way we are. God has a calling for each and every one of our lives. Answer that calling. That calling is of goodness, blessings, peace. Even though we go to battle every day, I wake up with joy in my heart because I know the battle has already been won. But it is a daily reprieve to continue to grow in life. So this is how we continue to grow, as we continue to practice these principles. We continue to make amends when we wrong people. We continue to take self-examination and inventory. We continue to rely and put our complete trust in God and God alone. Amen. Some of us, for us to rely on God and God alone is a miracle in itself. For us to say, I used to live like this and now I live like that, man, that's a beautiful deal, because that's how we see that God is real, that God does love people, that there is hope. Seize the day. What's up, Amy Lee? How are you? Good morning, Amy Lee. Glad you're here. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? You guys, if you haven't, please do me a favor. Share this live in your recovery groups. Share this live on your page. I appreciate all you guys' shares, likes, and comments. We are reaching people that need to hear this message. We are spreading hope to mothers, fathers. We are spreading hope to the hopeless. We all know that there is hope out there. When I say hopeless, I'm talking how I felt. I felt like there was no hope for me. I was in prison for my third time. I was in a gang. That told me I was going back to a place that I didn't like. I wasn't even 30 years old yet. And I'd already been to prison 3 times. And I'd clicked up. Pretty much getting comfortable in a space in a spot I don't like. Right? Yeah, let me get comfortable. I'm gonna make myself at home here. That's how I thought on my 3rd time in. Looks like I'll be here for the rest of my life. I might as well get comfortable. But what happened was I blacked out drinking. I got locked up in the prison. And I hit my knees. And God came. God came. God started opening doors for me and closing doors in my life at that point. I cannot deny his grace, his mercy, his unconditional love. Because I swear to you, he has gotten me out of so much stuff. All the foxhole prayers, I would turn my back. When I really, really cried out, he was always there for me every time. Every time. Good to see you're back to work today, Lisa. Healing up nice. Lisa's recovering from COVID. Say prayers for her for healing, restoration, strength. I know when I had it, one of the side effects, man, I just started sweating out of nowhere. It was real. I would just start sweating, pouring sweat. I was always warm. It was definitely one of the most, it was the worst sickness I ever felt in my whole life, to be honest with you. "9 days sober." That's my boy right there. 9 days sober. Let me find that. Yeah. 9 days sober. This is my guy, Davin. Davin's out of Canada. Davin was introduced to me from someone that came on our live, a mutual friend in recovery, someone that came on last year. And Davin has been in communication with me, and he is making some great moves and learning from his mistakes. That's all we can do, right? We learn from our mistakes. If we make mistakes, the idea is to not continue to make those same mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up, Cindy? Carla. Good morning, Carla. How are you? I hope you're good, sister. Thank you for tuning in. Cindy, we appreciate you and your support as well. Thank you for all that you're doing on this page, all your comments. Man, you guys are rocking. I appreciate you. I really do. It is a beautiful morning here in Minnesota. It is brutally cold, though. It is brutally cold. Good morning, Cindy. That's right. That's right. Keep getting it, brother. We are proud of you. We are proud of you. We are proud of you, bro. Keep getting it. Keep getting it. Remember, no one can do this but you. You have to do this for you. We can't do this for you. No one can do this for you except God. We have to rely on God. But at first, we got to make that decision. We really do. We got to make that decision. We do. We have to make that decision. That comes from us. We have to get out of bed when we make that decision. We got to get out of the car. We got to go to the door. We got to open the door. We got to go through the door. There's some stuff that we got to do after we make a decision, right? Because there could be 4 logs or 4 frogs sitting on a log. 3 of them made a decision. How many frogs are sitting on that log? Can anybody tell me that? There are 4 frogs sitting on a log. 3 of them made a decision. How many? They made a decision to jump. How many are still sitting on the log? I know the answer. I definitely know the answer. I'm just trying to see if you guys know the answer. 4 frogs sitting on a log. 3 of them made a decision to jump. How many sitting on that log? I'm not seeing any comments come on yet. Is it 4? Is it 3, 2, 1? There we go. There we go. Why now? Why, Carla? Why? Tell me why. If 3 frogs or 4 frogs are sitting on a log, 3 of them made a decision to jump. Why would there still be 4 there? I like it. I like it. I like it. We're getting some opinions in here. Hey, that was my answer when someone asked me that question the first time. That's what I answered too. So I answered this as well. I answered this one as well. But the truth, here's the facts. This is the correct answer, because there could be 4 frogs sitting on a log. I'm teaching kindergarten now, right? That's what it feels like. I'm rhyming. So there's 4 frogs sitting on a log. 3 of them made that decision to jump. A decision is not an action. A decision is in our head. A decision is a thought that needs to be followed up with rigorous action. So we must, when we decide to jump, we got to brace ourselves, put some power in our legs, and leap. For real. There's the action. We got to act this out. It's a fight for our lives. Why wouldn't we practice actions in our lives daily to protect us from going back to that darkness that we left? That's right, Jamie. And if you feeling froggy, you go ahead and jump. You go ahead and jump. I love it. I love it. Actions speak louder than words. They do. You're here. My girl, Chelsea, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're never late. You're never late. Good morning. I'm glad to see you. Blessings to you. Man, I like that. Jamie said, you feeling froggy? Yeah, we are feeling froggy because we got to jump. We got to jump. We make a decision to change our lives. That decision won't get us off our ass. It won't. We have to do that. That decision, we have to follow that decision up with actions. So when we make a decision, our actions should be in line with that decision that we make. So if I want to go get a job, that's my decision. I'm going to go switch my job up. I'm going to go get a new job. My actions should fall in line with going to search for a new job. That means I should be on the internet looking for job openings, maybe even reaching out to my friends in my support group, asking for job openings, going out, filling out applications, sitting on the internet, filling out these applications. These are the actions that must be taken to get the job. So there's actions that must be taken for us to get a new life in recovery, to lose the desire to drink and use. I'm telling you, it happens. You continue to do the work. Eventually, you're fighting for your life. You continue to do the work. Over time, at first, we are fighting for our lives. We really are. We're fighting for our lives, day in and day out. Over time, we start to develop some confidence, rely on God more, and we start to recover and lose the desire. And we go out, and what do? We help other people. Then the tables have turned. Now we're fighting for other people's lives as well. It's a bigger mission than anyone could have ever told me sitting in that treatment center in 2010 in Stillwater. I had no idea what was going to go on in my life as long as I put God first and continued to do the next right thing. The next right thing. Man, I was at Life for Builders yesterday, a ministry that I'm volunteering for in South Minneapolis. There was about 9 guys in there. When I was in there, the place was packed. God bless those 9 guys. God bless them. I got to spend some time with a couple of them yesterday and eat dinner with them. And it reminded me of where I was in 2011. And I told them, brothers, I said, hey, I got to this program. I didn't have nothing. I was okay with that. I did what they told me to do. I followed the rules. I continued to go to meetings, to volunteer, to serve, to do that. I said, now, there ain't much that I don't have. There ain't much that I don't have. I have everything that I need today. I had everything back then. I did. But I earned everything that I have today. I earned it. I worked for it. I didn't steal it. I took it one day at a time. I clocked in on the clock. I put into my pension. I went to school. I put in the work. I earned what I have today on the material world. God's grace saved me. My acts did not get me where I am today. I am here because God saved my life. Let me make that clear. But my actions and my efforts have made me, or have given me, some things that I can be proud of, like a home for my family. Man, I didn't have a home ever back then. I own a house now. You know what I mean? I never had nothing. And if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. I never had a car. I rarely had a place to live. I was always on the run and living in hotels. I didn't believe in myself for so many years. I'm not even kidding. That's why I say that. Stop sleeping on yourself. Man, stop. We got to stop sleeping on ourselves. We got to stop beating ourselves up over the mistakes we make in our past. Even when we're in recovery, we got to stop beating ourselves up and stop sleeping on ourselves. There's one thing that recovery taught me. It's if I put my mind to something, and if God's got my back, there ain't no stopping me. Really, there's not. And there's no stopping you either. We've came from places that most people wouldn't have made it out of. We know people that didn't make it out of this. So for us to make it out of that darkness, we got purpose. We got purpose. And to me, it's crystal clear. We have purpose. And it is to shine light and to help others, to use our talents that God has given us to love other people instead of hate them. To use these talents that God has given us to hug people, to show compassion, to be in communion with people, to be in a community together with people that are like us, that should have been dead years ago. But God called us out of that. He called us out of that for a reason, because we all have a purpose. And that purpose is to be a recovery warrior and to shine light into people's darkness. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Remember that. Because this has killed people. It has killed millions and millions of people. And it will today. Remember, we are at war. The calling is real. The calling is real. That's right, bro. I appreciate that. It'd be good to talk to Vern. I know it would definitely be good to talk to Vern. I seen a picture of him on that when I was at Amanda's service, and it reminded me of him. And I definitely owe an amends to that brother. Big time amends. I owe a lot of amends to a lot of people in my past that I haven't been brought in front of yet. Right? I owe an amends to your brother, Mike. Jimmy, let's get him. Let's get me in front of him. I haven't seen him. I need to make that amends to that brother. For real. That's doing the work, people. That's doing the work. That's part of it. It never stops. I went through my 8th and 9th step. I went through it as honest as I could at that time. What happens is 12 years later, people come into our lives that we haven't seen, and we have to do what we do. We have to make amends when it's right and when it won't harm someone else. This is what we're called to do. When we're wrong, properly admit it. These principles that we live by, man, these are blessings. These are blessings. Yeah, these are blessings. They're blessings. What's funny is we fight tooth and nail not to do them. But if somebody was to say, hey, man, I think I can get you $1,000 if you go work these steps. I think I can get you like 5 racks, bro. And maybe even a bag of, a Louis bag. Or a nice pair of jeans. I bet you'd be out there working those steps then. Morning, Joe. Good morning, brother. For real. We just talking about what you know best, man. We staying vigilant in this thing. We're in a fight for our lives. So we go live daily. We talk about these things on a daily basis because they are important. It is a battle. And we must be consistent and aggressive in our recovery. There ain't no slacking on it. I'm telling you, man, that addiction, it ain't slacking in the parking lot. That's right, William. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when we learn and we grow from ourselves. And we learn what we need to forgive ourselves for, too. That's right, Amy Lee. Amy Lee says it comes down to self-love to want any of it. That's right. You got to want this stuff. You got to want to grab your life back. You got to make that decision, and you got to follow it up with action. I advise you to try something new. Like I said, do something nice for somebody. Simple. Real simple. It makes the world a better place. When you see someone today, smile at them. Tell them to have a good day. That might make someone's day. You never know what someone's going through. And when we can hop on these lives and say, hey, how you doing? I love you. I support you. I appreciate you. We don't know what other people are going through. They could be going through a hell of a depression spell. They might be contemplating the worst. We don't know. There's power of life and death in the tongue. I try my best to always speak life. Especially on here. Especially on these lives. Especially on these lives. I try my best to encourage, to promote hope, to promote God, to promote life change and positivity on this page and this platform. I think we're doing a good job. And I think we need a pat on the back because we're all doing a wonderful job sharing, supporting, and encouraging each other daily. Daily. You guys show up every morning. You throw your comments out there. You share this live. You participate in this live. And you participate in starting your day off on a positive way, in a positive manner. I hope that when this live shuts off, that you don't forget about what we discuss. I hope that the decisions you make on this live, when we're live, you follow them up with actions. I really do. Because I'm going to tell you what, being around sober people and being around people in recovery, being around church people, being around people that you think are good people will not make you a good person. It won't. You have to do the work to change your life. And if you made decisions in your past that are defining your character today, you have a choice to make. You don't have to live like that anymore. I'm proof of that. Jamie's proof of that. Cindy's proof of that. William is proof of that. Scott is proof of that. Joe, Josh. What do you think? Josh said, what do you think the best approach to step 4 is? Well, first of all, you got to do step 1. Then you got to do step 2. Then you got to do step 3. The best approach to step 4 is working the steps with someone that has been there before you. I worked them straight out of the book. We used columns. We did a resentment list. I did the columns first. Then I did the next column, the next column, the next column, the next column. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Let me see what we got in here. I ain't scared to show you the work, right? I'm not. So this is all the work I did when I was up in the joint. That's all the work I did in the joint. Then when I got out, I met up with a guy and he said, yeah, those steps you worked in the joint, we're going to do them again. Then we did them again. And I did save some step work. I just got to find it. Straight up. I don't know if you can see that. It says step work 1 through 4. But we got some work in here, y'all. We got some work in here. But let me just go and find what I'm talking about so I can help Josh out. Josh was asking a question about step 4. I would suggest to do step 4 the same way that I did step 4. The same way that I know a lot of other people did step 4. We did it directly out of the book. So here is something here. Here's a fear inventory here, right? This is old, man. I did this a long time ago. This is old. I still got it. This is a fear inventory. Here's a resentment inventory. Pages and pages and pages and pages and columns. Man, I would suggest that you get with somebody. If you're not working with somebody, Josh, if you're not working with somebody that can guide you through the steps, to guide you through step 4, you need to get yourself someone that you can rely on, that has been through the process, to teach you the process the way it was taught. to them. That's how I was taught. That's how lots of people were taught. I'm assuming that you're working these steps with someone. The best approach to step 4, man, is to pray. That's why we have step 1. Then we come to believe that a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity. Then step 3, we make a decision to turn our will and our lives over to him. Then that decision is followed up by action. This is the action that we're talking about. We make that decision. So then we have to trust God to give us the strength to open up these doors of that dark closet that a lot of us tried to shut out when we start to work on ourselves. Step 4 is the beginning of the work that is life-changing. I'm not kidding. There are there are astonishing blessings and realizations once we complete step 4 and 5. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. But let's just keep it. That's why step 4 is where it is. It is the start of our action, where we start to put pen to paper, where we start to bring up the old resentments, the old fears, the old hurts, the old sex inventories, all of that stuff. I got one of them in here too. I did it exactly like the big book says. I did a resentments. I did a resentments list first. And then I did a fears list and a sex inventory. All of those were suggested out of the book. So that's what I did with the sponsor who took me through those steps. Ultimately is why I'm here today, because I lost the desire to drink as a result of working the steps. I've gained a psychic change. That's what happens when we work the steps. We get a psychic change, and it's a change in our thinking. And we don't necessarily think the way we used to think. Today, I know what happens if I go back. That doesn't mean I don't practice my recovery principles in my life daily. That doesn't mean that. It means that my purpose now is to help other people and to carry the message. And when things arise and crop up, I deal with them according to these principles, according to the program that God put in front of my life for me to change it, right? Straight up. I believe that God put these steps in our lives to get us closer to him, ultimately to get us away from that darkness. Those steps are divine. They are. Those steps change your life, people. I'm glad that you asked me about step 4. I'm glad I got to pull out this old stuff, bringing up some memories. Yeah, I got another one in here too. This is just one of my first ones. It means a lot to me because what I did when I was in treatment was I did my step 4 and then I burned, or I threw it away and got rid of it. And then when I got out to work the steps with the sponsor, what happened was I didn't have my inventory. I had to do it all over again. So my sponsor was like, "Don't throw that away." And I didn't throw it away. I saved it. So that's my opinion on, that's how I did step 4. That's what I would suggest to you is definitely, I had to check the time. Sorry, guys. Definitely work them with someone else that's been through it. Go out of the book. Go out of the book. Do it the way they say to do it. Do it in columns. Do it exactly the way it's said. Like if you go to college and you pay for a college course, you got to buy a textbook. Or they want you to get some curriculum and study that material. In order to pass the course, you have to use the book. We don't pass this course, but in order to get a spiritual awakening and enter into a psychic change, we got to do the work out of the book, straight up. That's how I did it. That doesn't mean that's the only way. That doesn't mean it's the only way. I want you guys to know that. It's the way that worked for me. It's what I suggest for other people. And if people reach out to me to change their life, this is what we do. We work in the steps. We're relying on God. We're trusting. And we're doing the work. We're making the decisions and we're following up with action. Then we live by these principles on a daily basis. We try, right? Progress, not perfection. Right on, Josh. I appreciate you, man. I like that comment. Reach out to me, brother. Definitely would like to put you in my network. And if you got any questions, I'd be glad to happy to answer them anytime, man. Go ahead and friend request me. You can even shoot me a message on this page, and then I'll go friend request you. Definitely, let's connect, brother. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate everybody on here. But I definitely appreciate that question. It had me thinking and digging. I like that. I like that. It gets me out of my comfort zone and puts me on my toes. And that's where I like to be. That's where I like to be. God bless you, man. God bless you. I appreciate that. That's right, guys. What's up, man? It's Wednesday morning. Happy hump day, right? We're talking about taking our lives back. I just went on a tangent again. I do have a meeting today, early in the morning, for Bison Builders, my career, what I do in the summer, right? You guys, I'm going to try my best to figure out a way to go live when I'm working this spring and summer in the morning. I'm not sure if I'll be able to go live every morning. What I want to do is maybe figure out a schedule to go live in the mornings on certain days and go live maybe in the afternoons or lunchtime or something like that, or in the evenings. Or I can go live in the mornings before the sun comes up. It's just something that's been on my heart. I'm going to figure that out. We'll make that happen. Definitely go to that Bible study. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Jamie. I appreciate you. Say a prayer for us all at the Bible study. We all could use prayers. We all could use guidance. We all could use God's purpose and wisdom in our lives more and more every day, right? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, sister. You guys, it's another wonderful day. We had another wonderful live this morning. I appreciate all you guys that are showing up, everybody that has shared this live on their page, everybody that has supported what we're doing here every morning, how we're taking our lives back, right? How we stop sleeping on ourselves. We got to get up. We got to get out. We got to change our lives. No one is going to change our lives for us. We have to put forth the effort to get the results that we want. For real. Nobody's going to do that for you. Nobody today is going to do that for you. You have to do that. Put the work in. You will see the results. We're responsible for the effort. God is responsible for the outcome, everybody. We're responsible for the effort. God is responsible for the outcome. Wake up and smell the blessings. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I like that. That got me excited. Wake up and smell the blessings. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. What a blessing it is to come on to this live in the morning and to spend my mornings with you all. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Your stories, your journey, your struggles, your strengths. That's what makes this page what it is. We that have lived against the odds, the ones that the world canceled out, we're here. We're shining light. We're sharing love, and we are sharing God's power and God's healing, God's restoration on a daily basis on social media. It is a beautiful thing. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me. You're all very important to this page and myself. I appreciate you guys sharing a small part of your recovery journey with me on a daily basis. I feel that each and every one of you, even if I haven't met you, I feel I have a connection with you. I really do, because of the consistency and how we go live every day and how we talk, we send messages, we send posts, we encourage, we support. It is a beautiful thing. Thank you guys. Continue to be aggressive in your recovery. We are in a fight for our lives. Make your decisions based on that and follow them up with aggressive, rigorous action. You guys have a great day. Peace.